Hello everyone, this demo is going to demonstrate how to apply to one of our Bachelor of Education programs with dual certification in special education. This is the UH System application, and so what you see here on the screen is what you would go to when you put in your browser apply.hawaii.edu. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is click on Manoa Undergraduate. And you're going to be taken to their new Office of Admissions page. So because our BED programs are the final 2 years of a bachelor's degree, you're going to actually want to apply under this category, which is transfer, which means you've already earned some college credits. So go ahead and click on that. Okay, and here we are. So this is a brand new application that they just launched this semester. So what you'll want to do is you're going to want to complete all your personal information. So I'm just going to make a pretend one. Let's see. And then here, if your name's changed at any point in time, you're going to want to go ahead and say yes, and then list the other name that you might have per se on transcripts or other kind of documentation. So that will only pop up if you do. Otherwise, if you don't, just click no. They are going to want your phone number. Okay, if you are interested in text messages, you can click that. It'll probably send you reminders to complete your application and things like that. And then make sure you also put in your email address. Okay, so now you're going to go into more personal information. So I'm just going to choose a date here. Okay, then your place of birth, let's say Hawaii. Your country, United States, is at the top. Otherwise, choose the country you're born in and then go ahead and say your gender. If you have a social security number, you can put it in here. So I'm just gonna put a fake one for now. And then they're giving you information on why actually inputting your social security number might benefit you. Otherwise, you can just leave it blank. It's not a requirement for this particular application. And then for your address, make sure you list everything in here. Let's see. Oh, and if you choose Hawaii, it asks you which island you're on. Okay. If you're not here and you have an international address, you can go ahead and put that in. Otherwise, just leave it blank. And what's nice is if this address is the same one you use as your mailing, just say yes. But if it's not and you actually use a different address, then click no and you're going to have to put in that next address. So this section, your family, it's not required, but it's basically going to send information to your parents if they want to learn more about UH and our programs and why you should be able to come. And so if you want that to be sent to them, you can just click this and put your parents' information. Otherwise, just leave it blank. It's fine. Citizenship is required, though. You need to say if you're a US citizen or not. If you need more information, you can click on this link. Ethnicity is optional, and you can choose more than one. So if you're multiple ethnicities, go ahead and just select all of them. And then lastly, they are going to ask you a couple questions regarding whether or not you're of Native Hawaiian descent, if you're a first generation to attend college, or if you have military affiliations. And this is just to provide you with additional kind of like funding opportunities or things that are available at the university. But it's optional, so you can skip it. Okay, so if it's your first time filling out the application, you can go ahead and go straight in. Otherwise, if you're coming back to it, that was kind of just to get you started. And then you'll just want to log in. So whenever you log in, it's kind of weird because it'll take you back to the beginning. So all you need to do is actually come all the way down and just say save and continue. And then here we go. So this is going to be more about enrolling in the program. So choose the semester. So all of our programs will only be enrolling for fall 2020. So make sure that you choose that one. You can write how many credits you've already completed, or just leave it blank if you're already at UH. Don't worry about that. But let's say you're coming from a community college, go ahead and list how many credits you have. It doesn't have to be exact. It's just, do you expect? And then you're going to want to put in your planned course of study. They do have different options. So let's say you're pursuing the elementary dual, which is our exceptional students and elementary education program. Then you're going to want to choose this one, elementary ed and special education, BED. Otherwise, if you're looking at doing our statewide early childhood and early childhood special education, you're going to want to choose this one instead. And then if you're coming from a West Coast state, there is something called the WUI, which will give you a reduced tuition cost. So if you want more information, you can click here. And if you're eligible and you want to take advantage of that, you can just push yes. In terms of the colleges you've attended, you need to type in what school you've been to, if you've received a degree, when you got it, otherwise, and then your estimated GPA. And then if you've attended more than one school, make sure that you click on this button and add another one. Keep in mind that if you have attended any schools that are outside of the UH system, UH system being UH Manoa, UH West Oahu, and UH Hilo, and then all the Hawaii community colleges, you're not going to need to send transcripts. However, you do need to say that you attended there. So you need to list the schools that you went to. And then if you do have unofficial transcripts already in hand, go ahead and upload them. That'll kind of speed up the process, but they are going to want your official transcripts in order to actually be admitted into the program. So if you don't have unofficial transcripts, it's best to just skip this and just have your transcripts sent using the official way. Otherwise, you can do this if you have them already. And then when you're done, just push save and continue. And then almost done, you need to just make sure that you establish your residency status. And so if you're not in Hawaii or wherever, you don't need to put it. But if you are going for the WUI, you can put which state you're in. And then just fill out a couple of these questions. And these are exemptions right here. So non-resident exemptions. It's most likely our candidates don't actually fall under any of these, but if you do, read them over, check the box. Otherwise, just leave it blank. And then you just need to go down here and say, yes, you understand that the information is correct, and then push submit application. And what that'll do is that'll take you to the end where you just need to put in your credit card information and pay the $70 application fee. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions or need help with anything, reach out to me at spedinfo@hawaii.edu.